I thought I had forgiven my husband for cheating on me, until I fell in love with someone else. I, 34 female, have been with my husband Will, 38 male, for 10 years, married for 7. We have a child, 5 male. 4 years ago I found out he was having an affair. A story as old as time itself, the classic signs were all there: distant, long work hours, smiling at his phone, etc. So one day after he went to bed I checked his phone, found out it was the fresh graduate, 23 female at that time, that joined his company the previous year. From the messages it was a physical and emotional affair that has been going on for at least 6 months. The cheap hotel love-making was hard to read about, but what was worse was how emotionally connected he was, calling each other nicknames, doing things that were historically our things. No, it was too much. I took all the screenshots, packed bags for my kid and called my brother to come pick me up from my parents' house, and when my brother was here, woke my husband to tell him I was leaving. By the end of the week I had already had a consultation with the lawyer. There was no going back. For the next 2 years, yes, years not months, my husband tried relentlessly to win me back. He did everything and he did everything right. Begging and groveling, said he was blinded by the attention he got, cut off the girl immediately, switched jobs within 2 months, booked counseling sessions that he begged me to attend, made progress in counseling, read books, you name it. He was visiting our son almost every day after work and weekends. When he wasn't here he would text me where he was, also shared his location. I saw genuine and consistent change and remorse in him, and after 6 months me and the baby moved back with him. Things did get better and better every day for the next 1.5 years until we reached the normal state that we are at now. I can't explain why, or what it is, but during the last 4 years I feel like I have been in an emotional limbo. Things are normal as I said, we go on dates, make love, have family, just like before. But I feel emotionally detached from him. Like I can't be all in. I know I have forgiven him and now I don't even think about the affair every day, neither do I have any reason to doubt him anymore, but I also don't feel this love for him like before. He seems to think we are back to our old relationship, but I feel like we are very friendly roommates that smile and wave and just go with the flow. I thought this was my new reality, and I was never gonna get the old me back, until I met Jake. I met Jake, 35 male, about a year ago on our local subreddit. He posted about a hobby we share and I commented. It's a rather uncommon hobby so not many people have interest in it. Then private messaging, chit-chat and such. The first month was nothing but talk of this hobby. Then we slowly started to get to know each other. He is a widower and I told him I have a family. We met a few times for coffee after work and for the hobby. Yes, my husband knows that I am meeting this new friend Jake for the hobby. He doesn't know I found Jake on Reddit. I don't know how to word it properly, but I am finally happy and back to my old self, and the reason for that is Jake. We have fallen for each other over the last year and have confessed our feelings for each other. I never thought I would feel this way again, and yet here I am. We have never done anything physical, only met in public, but this is certainly emotional infidelity towards my husband. On one hand I understand that emotions are not rational and it is my husband's doing that we are here, but on the other hand I feel extremely guilty because he has been trying so hard to reconcile. I also feel so angry at him these days for putting me in this position. Also, in the middle of all this I am in pain that I can't be with Jake and am shackled to my married life. Jake says he understands my duties as a mother and would never ask me to do anything I didn't want to, but he was there for me and my kid if I wanted. I don't know why I made this post, maybe to clear my head. What do I do? Where do I go from here? Do I torpedo my marriage and all the hard work we have put into reconciliation to pursue a fling with someone I just met that may or may not turn into anything serious? Do I wipe him out and go back to whatever limbo of a marriage that I have left and just suck it up? Update: I made a post here in early January about my husband's affair and subsequently my emotional affair. I read all the comments and all that was said here, and finally had the courage to admit that yes, this was a sham marriage. I was not proud of my own actions, but I had to go. A few days after I posted I went no contact with Jake. I told him I couldn't do this right now, this wasn't me and more importantly I needed to focus on my mess. I don't know what future holds, but for now we'd have to stop. He said he understood and supported my decision, and would be here if I ever wanted to reach out. That's the end of that. In the meantime I disclosed some of this to my closest friends and family. They all supported me and been there for me. My best friend also helped me plan and process all this, find a lawyer, go to appointments, etc. I have been strategizing the legal aspects for the last couple of months. About 2 weeks ago I had a sit down with my husband and asked him for a divorce. It wasn't pretty. He was surprised, desperate, sad, angry. A lot was said, some of which I am not proud of. He begged me to work on it, was surprised when I brought up his affair, was angry that I led him on for 4 years, to which I asked him if he was sad because he missed out on his chance with his affair partner, because let's face it, cheaters beg for their partner and when the partner turns them down they go right back to their affair partner, as if they had a backup plan all along. This hurt him a lot and I shouldn't have said it, but I've been thinking about it for 4 years. I told him all about Jake as well, but made it clear that regardless of that I'll be leaving. I just couldn't trust him anymore. I was at my lowest point during a very difficult pregnancy and birth, all of which he was there for. He saw me struggle to breastfeed the baby, suffer from sleep deprivation, go through all of this. Instead of supporting his wife and son, How did he have the time to go have an affair? I can't wrap my head around it. He has been sleeping in the guest room since then. We have had many conversations since then, and I think he is finally getting around to accepting that it's over. He'll move out this weekend. We've agreed to keep things civil, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you for taking the time to read it. Keep me in your prayers. Good night.